Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. My name is Pooja Dwivedi. Today we are going to discuss a missile launched either by Russia or Ukraine, we never know about it, which has landed at the Poland-Ukraine border, killing 2 persons. Now, during this entire process of war, are we seeing this as collateral damage or something that is deliberately done by Russia? As verification and investigation are ongoing, let's know about this matter, because now NATO will also come into the picture if it is correctly verified that Russia has done it. So what is the news? What has happened is Russia now attacking Poland apart from Ukraine. Is it really a big deal? What does NATO want to do about it? The Articles 4 and 5, NATO's role in the current war, way forward, and a question in the last. So as I've already introduced you with the topic, let us, without any further ado, talk about what has happened. A missile has landed in Poland, just a few kilometers away from Ukraine. Specifically, if we talk about the region, it is eastern Poland, okay? So in this particular region, it has landed. And it is the first confirmed, very first confirmed instance of the war in Ukraine, which has caused casualties directly in another country. So as a resultant, we can see destabilization of this particular region. So Poland is a country in Western Europe and it shares its borders with Russia through Kaliningrad exclave, Lithuania, Belarus, Ukraine, Slovakia, Czech Republic and Germany, and it is also bordered by the Baltic Sea to the north. Here already NATO troops are stationed. That is why it's important for us to know what will be the role of NATO here. Now, currently it is not known as of yet who fired the missile and from where it has been done. According to the head of Poland, it was said that it had been most probably done by a Russian-made missile and its origins are still being verified. Although the Associated Press of the US officials, which quoted the US officials, says that the missile was fired by Ukraine. And that was, of course, to combat an incoming Russian missile. Russia has denied firing the missile, saying that this is a provocation. They want to do it deliberately to provocate Russia even more. So we, as of now, do not know who has done it. If Russia has done it deliberately, then it is a massive and dangerous escalation. Because now NATO will come into the picture. How? Poland is a member of NATO. It's an ally of NATO. So, NATO considers an attack on one of the NATO members as an attack on all of its members. So, this is the problem here. Now, if we talk about the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, it can be termed as a military alliance as well as a political alliance. Through political alliance, it wants to come together with like-minded democratic countries. Military alliance, as in the sense, it provides funding and troops when any country needs so, that is of NATO. It was established by North Atlantic Treaty, also known as Washington Treaty, in April 1949 to counter the Soviet Union. After the World War II, we saw that Western Europe specifically became pretty weakened. Marshall Plan came into being to strengthen Western European countries. Even a Western European Union came into being in order to stay firm against Soviet Union. But it was seen that a more formidable alliance was needed. And then NATO came into force. United States, Canada and several Western European countries established NATO and currently it has 30 member states. Let's know about these 30 member states. Of course, United States, United Kingdom were the first ones to start it. Then we have Turkey joining in 1952, Spain 1982, Slovenia, Slovakia, Romania. These all came in, these 3 countries came in 2004. Portugal 1949, Poland 1999, Norway 1949, then North Macedonia, the most recent to join in 2020. Apart from that, we also have Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg. Latvia, Lithuania also joined in 2004. Germany 1955, France 49, Estonia again 2004, Denmark 1949, Czechia 1999, then Croatia 2009, Canada 1949, Bulgaria 2004 again, Belgium 1949 and Albania in 2009. So these are the many member states. It is headquartered in Brussels, Belgium, but the headquarters of the Allied Command Operation is in Mons, Belgium. So this is a prelims fact you have to remember. Now if we talk about how does the NATO work, it works through an integrated military command structure. The decision of the alliance is made by unanimity and consensuality. So even if one member does not have consent, the decision can't be made. Members must respect the basic values that underpin the alliance, that is democracy, individual liberty, and the rule of law. It does not extend to members, civil wars, or internal coups. And NATO is funded by its members. Also, members provides troops. The largest troop is provided by United States, then we have Turkey, after that France, Germany, Italy. Funding, US has a much bigger role in the funding as well. Moving ahead, now let's talk about the membership. It is open to, and the membership is open to any European state which is in a position to further the principles of the treaty and to contribute to the security of the NATO area. And it also has provided membership action plan which aspirants who want to join NATO can participate in and then aspire to become a part of the NATO. Moving ahead, now let's talk about Article 4 and 5 precisely. Article 4 of the Charter of NATO says that member states will first consult together whenever, in the opinion of any one of them, the territorial integrity, political independence or security of one of the members is threatened. This has been invoked, this is being talked about by Poland, that we are going to invoke this. Also to exchange views and information, this is a consultation mechanism to exchange views and information and discuss issues prior to reaching agreement and taking action. Article 4 precedes Article 5. Then it also gives NATO an active role in preventive diplomacy. That means they can undertake diplomacy in which peaceful resolution of the dispute can be done, which is of course a failure on the current part. Now, North Atlantic Council is the main body which has the entire consultation process. Now, if we talk about Article 4, it has been invoked 7 times since 1949. Recently, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Estonia, Romania and Slovakia invoked it on accounts of the war of Russia-Ukraine. Now, member states, although are not obliged to act if Article 4 is invoked, this is just to consult. And for example, we take an example of Turkey here. It invoked Article 4 in 2015 after at least 30 people were killed in a suicide bombing near its border with Syria. So these are certain examples that you can write in your examination. Moving ahead, let's talk about Article 5. Article 5 is the main one. It has been invoked only one time. We will talk about that as well. Article 5 says that members, if they agree that an armed attack against one of or more than one of its members has been undertaken, then it shall be considered as an attack on them all. And then if troops come into the picture, they can, ally themselves against any particular group of countries or a country. Each member of NATO must take such action as it deems necessary to use armed force to restore and maintain the security of North Atlantic area. It also authorizes the alliance to launch an armed response, although it is very broadly worded. It has been invoked only one time, that was the 9/11 attack on September 11, 2001 on America. The World Trade Center was demolished. So in Afghanistan, troops were deployed of NATO. So it has been invoked only one time. Now, Ukraine currently is not a member of the NATO, but it is a partner. And NATO has activated its response force when in February, Russia invaded Ukraine, which is a multinational conglomerate of 40,000 land, air, sea and special operation personnel. And NATO also dispatched troops to the neighboring countries of Ukraine, such as Poland and Hungary. Battle groups are already stationed in the Baltic region of Poland. So it is actually a part, we can say, of the war, not actively but passively. But since the annexation of Crimea, illegitimate annexation as touted by the US of Crimea in 2014, NATO has helped reform Ukraine's military as well as it is giving financial aid since that time. So of course it is going to irk Russia. US is the biggest financial aid provider to Ukraine right now. It has committed $19.3 billion since start of the Biden administration, and since February 2022 it has done $18.6 billion of contribution already. Second largest is Ukraine. It has committed 2.3 billion euro in military assistance to Ukraine by 2023. It has pledged to do so. It is also hosting a training program for military personnel to help Ukraine. Apart from that, European Union through its European Peace Facility is providing lethal armed assistance to Ukraine. And this is for the first time this bloc has done so. It has committed 3.1 billion euros to Ukraine's financial aid. So NATO is in complete political support of Ukraine, plus it is fully supporting the provision of bilateral military assistance or financial aid among its allies, among its members and Ukraine. Also, it is coordinating requests for assistance from other countries for Ukraine and supporting the delivery of humanitarian and, according to its website, non-lethal aid. Alright, moving ahead now, let's talk about the way forward. First of all, Poland wants to invoke Article 4, but proper verification should be done. If it was a mishap, then there is no need for NATO to get involved. Okay, so now let's move on to our question. Discuss the role of NATO in Russia-Ukraine war in 250 words. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.